Всем привет! Hello everybody, welcome from Moscow. Today we're at the bus station, Partizanskaya bus station on the outskirts of Moscow. Now, I am a Scottish guy in Moscow. This is Alfiya. I've never left Moscow. I've been living here for almost 1 year. I've never left. But today, Alfiya is forcing me to leave Moscow. Where are we going? We're going to have to stick around to find out. Are you ready for our quest?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go! Now guys, while we're waiting for the bus to start, can you please press subscribe for me? It would really help me out and it really helps YouTube push the video if people subscribe while watching the video. So, take a second, help a Scottish guy out, press subscribe. Now guys, you might be wondering why I look like I'm about to start a shift in IKEA and also why I match the bus seats. Alfiya told me she wouldn't do the video unless we were colour coordinated. And can I just note, she's already took her blue shirt off. So, what have you got to say for yourself?
It's just too hot.
It's too hot? Alright, okay, so I'm dressed like I work in IKEA and she's too hot. Alright guys, we made it. I've finally left Moscow for the first time ever. Alfiya, where have you brought me?
It's my native town called Electrostal, and I was born and grown here, and I wanted to show Jim my native place. We're 55 kilometers from Moscow, so it's not really like far away, but it's still not Moscow already.
So it took us about, what, 2 hours to get here from my place?
Yeah.
Metro.
Door to door, around 2 hours.
You've got a little tour planned for me?
Yeah, I have a small tour plan, and here we're at our first point.
Where are we?
So it's called Dom Cultury October.
Dom Cultury?
Dom Cultury, Dom. You remember?
Dom is house.
House. Cultury.
Culture.
Yeah, so it's a cultural center. For example, if you go in a small town, Dom Cultury can be used also for children, like for hobbies, for dancing, for singing. So it's like a cultural center where people could gather together and be like more culture orientated.
So this is Electrostal Dom Cultury. Now I guess this used to be fountains here as well. Looks like it's long dried up, an old Electrostal. But do you remember when you were a kid, the fountains? Was it very beautiful?
Yeah, it was beautiful. I don't really know why it doesn't work now.
Some youths of Electrostal hanging out on the steps of the Dom Cultura. Alfiya's just told me that in the Dom Cultura there was a discoteca.
Yes.
Is this true? Это правда?
Almost each Saturday we went to discoteca there where all the main gossips were made.
Wow, so this was the discoteca, so
all the dramas.
All the dramas, all the scandals happened in that building?
Yes, of course.
Много пью?
Да.
Пьешь?
Да, много пили, танцевали.
Много сплетни?
Да.
Много танцевать?
Танцевали.
Lots of dancing, lots of drinking, lots of gossip in that building right there. Can we go round?
Yes.
Right, so we'll go through this courtyard. This is how most apartment blocks are in Moscow. You have the outside on a main road, you come around. There's a place for parking. There's usually something to do with fitness or for somewhere for children to play. Over here, I'm not too sure what these are. Oh, there would have been swings here at one point, but I guess the swings are long gone. Now, looks like a sort of running track and some sort of football field. over here. Some guys playing. Russia, very big on sport.
In 1923 there was produced the first stainless steel in the country. The first.
So the first stainless steel in the whole of Russia?
Yes.
Produced here?
Yes.
Right here in all the Electrostal? Right. Wow. Alright, Alfiya, where have you brought me now? On a little tour of Electrostal.
So we're next to Ice Palace Crystal.
What's that? Ice skating?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Is that a big sport in Electrostal?
Yes, it became a big sport because they made this Ice Palace. I just wanted to tell you one fact that here was filmed a movie.
Which movie?
Russian movie called Legend Number 17.
Legend Number 17. So why did they choose here? What was the reasoning?
So before, when this film was made in 2013, this building still had a Soviet view, like Soviet look, not touched from Soviet times. So Electrostal was always a closed city.
What does that mean?
It wasn't even shown on the maps till 1996.
Why?
Well, I guess because it was it had important plans for a country.
Right. Okay.
So yes.
Important things were built here, so they didn't show it on the map. Okay, Alfiya is taking us to the sports park. Now the thing I was looking at just as I was walking up here is the you know, the football pitch, the hockey pitch. We've got the skateboarders over here. The facilities seem to be way beyond what we have in Scotland. So Alfiya, did you ever train here or play here when you were growing up, or watch a game?
No, not really, but I've always heard that we have a strong team of field hockey here.
Yeah.
And this year a girls team won the Russian Super Cup, field hockey Super Cup.
In this stadium? Or is this where they play?
I don't know where they were playing to win the game, but they are learning here.
Okay, so they're training here. It's actually quite a big stadium for, like, you know, like a sport like field hockey. We got the seats up over there. We've also got seats over here. I could imagine it could hold a little bit of a crowd. Right, let's go up on these bleachers here and have a look at the guys skateboarding. Right, I've spotted a big wheel. Alfiya, how do we get on this? Where do we go?
We need to go out and then to go to the park.
Right, I think we need to go on this thing. See Electrostal from the air. Right, we've just had a knockback from the big wheel. We need to buy some tickets. So let's go find the Kassa.
Можно 2 билета на колесо обозрения.
Спасибо. Do you think it's safe, Alfiya?
Well, I think this one should be more or less safe.
More or less?
More or less.
Hopefully more than less. Hope you locked the door properly, the old guy. Спасибо. Alright, that was the big wheel of Electrostal. Give me an Electrostal fact.
Well, actually it's more about Moscow now when...
well, I'm a Scottish guy from Moscow.
From Moscow.
Not in Moscow, but from Moscow today.
Yes. And now when you will be back to Moscow and you will be on Mayakovskaya metro station.
My favourite metro station, I actually made a video about it.
Yes, just look at arcade frames made from stainless steel.
Yeah.
And these frames were produced here.
Alright, we've had some food. We're now on an Electrostal bus. Where are we going? Your old school?
I'm going to see my school and my yard.
We're going to see Alfiya's old school and the yard of the apartment where she grew up in. Alright Alfiya, where did we get the bus to?
So this is actually the area where I used to live.
This is where you grew up?
Yes, it's my area. I'm local here.
So how does it feel to be back? Has it been a while since you've been here?
Yes, so now we are going to see my yard from childhood. I don't live there any longer, but it was...
So like out the back of the apartment that you grew up in? Alfiya, what are we looking at?
So this is a building where I used to live from...
Let's spin around. Behind us?
Yes, it's this. You see, it's very ugly.
It's very ugly. You think so? I think it's beautiful.
Yes.
And what floor were you on?
I was on the second floor. It's in the middle.
The ones that stick out a little bit?
It's just there.
Oh, so you lived here from you were born to when?
Not from 3 years old to 20.
3 years old till you're 20 years old? Wow.
So for 17 years I was living here. And this is my yard.
So this is where you would look out and you would come to play?
Yes.
Alright, let's go have a look. Alright, we got a biblioteca here, a library. Was this library here when you were a child?
Yes, I think I still have a prescription there.
You still you still owe them a few books. Maybe your library fines are going to be pretty high.
Probably.
So with all Russian apartments that I've seen, almost they all centre around a little spot in the middle for families and for kids. And this one is no different. Oh, let's go sit on the swings actually. Come on. Alright Alfiya, were these swings here when you were a child, when you looked out that window onto this park?
Yeah, but it was a bit in another area. It was just right there.
Right, okay.
And because my windows, they look at this yard, my mom was asking me to stay here because she could...
Did she shout from you?
Yes.
Did she shout, Alfiya?
Yes, of course.
Alfiya, you just told me before we started recording that if other kids came to this yard, you would sort them out. Is that right?
Yeah, because like we were protecting our territory, and if other children were trying to come here, we could come and say like, look, you're not from here, go to your place, go to your area.
Wow, you heard it there, don't mess with a 10-year-old Alfiya. If you'd came down here from another block of flats to try and play in the sand pit, there would be trouble, yeah? There you have it. Okay Alfiya, let's go to one more place.
Yes.
We got time for one more place. Where are we going to go?
We're going to see my school.
The school that you went to as a child?
Yes.
Is it far from here?
No, it's nearby.
Okay, let's go there now. Let's check out our final place, Alfiya's old school. Alfiya, I think it's time for another Electrostal fact.
Yes.
Give me something.
Well, during the Second World War, my town, Electrostal, played a big role producing ammunition and shells for Katyusha, for the front, for the army.
So this was the school?
Yes, it's my school, but it looks new now.
Yeah, it looks completely different. Maybe I'll put that picture up on the screen of how it used to look. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks modern now, and I'm happy to see that my school now looks better, and the children and pupils can use it more.
Yeah.
Can stay here to enjoy here.
And what do you go to school from? Oh, it's the same school? You don't have like primary school, high school? It's all the same school all the way through?
It's all the same school, yes. So I was studying here for 11 years, from the very beginning till the very end.
Now it's Sunday, so there should be no kids here. Do you think we could get inside?
Yeah, we should.
We can go in?
Try.
Right, let's go in. Let's check out Alfiya's old school. It's open. There we go. That was easy to get in here. How's it feel being back in your school that you attended for, what, 10 years? Is it strange?
Yes, of course, because it looks different, but you can see that the part of the building is still same.
So this is what it looked like when you...
Yeah, without this new building.
When you came here, it looked here, and then as soon as you left, they made it look all nice and modern. Some kids playing just as a young Alfiya would have played in the playground. What's the school called?
Школа number 22.
See, that's a funny thing in Russia that you won't know unless you're from Russia. They don't give the schools names. Like in Scotland it would be like Oak Grove Primary and all this type of thing. It's just like school number 1, school number 5, school number 10. They like to be functional. Пожалуйста. Okay, Alfiya, I think our time in Electrostal has came to an end. Do you have any more facts that you can give me before we go?
Yeah, I still have few facts left.
Give me the best one.
There is a song about Electrostal.
Are you going to sing it for me?
I'm not going to sing, but the name itself is quite funny.
What's it called?
Which is called Bad Girls After Death End Up in Electrostal. So one woman, she started to say to a little girl, like, don't behave bad, otherwise when you die you will end up here. And he liked these words and he changed, like...
There you go. Okay, well, there you have it. Don't be bad, especially if you're a girl, or you'll end up in Electrostal after you die. Alfiya, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I've enjoyed seeing where you grew up, seeing where you went to school, and I've just enjoyed the tour. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed Alfiya. I thought she was great. Watch one of my other videos. We'll see you next time.